Welcome to day 15 of the Flowing February Challenge. Over halfway there. We'll focus today on balance, as we have been over the last few classes, with hand to thigh pose or hand to toe pose, depending what variation you choose today. So we'll be working on kind of this standing, which could be that we clasp the back of the thigh. Okay, so have a seat on your mat. If you need a little pillow underneath your bottom, so something kind of low like this. You could also have a pillow under your seat to tilt the pelvis forward. Just sit on the edge of it. And cross the legs. Inhale, tall, tall spine. And exhale, high. Soften the shoulders from the ears. Now let's bring those shoulders to the ears. Shrug and let them drop. Shrug and drop. So if you like this, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So 3, 2, 1, inhale and exhale, soften, roll the shoulders forward. And roll them back. You extra rolling back. Allow the elbows to move. Maybe allow the arms to move. Nice. And side bend over to your right and your left. Your right and your left. Just a few more. One more time to your right and your left, and then circle the arms in front of the body. Forward fold here. Press the hands into the earth, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Again, lift through the torso and lower. One more time, wave up, roll down. Spine stacks as you circle those arms overhead and draw hands to heart. So beginner practice. Namaste. Hands to the shins or the thighs. Circle forward and back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Sufi grinds here. One more in this direction and reverse. Inhale forward, exhale back. Tall spine entire time. You're round 3, depending on your pace. 2. And last one, sit up tall, hands to the shins, arch through the spine and round back. Arch and round. The head can remain still or it can move along with the rest of the spine. One more time, round and sit up nice and tall. Those legs will extend into a V. Walk those hands forward and then slide the arms to the left. Peel back that right arm, open across chest and sweep it closed. Open and sweep it closed. As you do this, press those legs down. They're still active. Even though we've widened the legs here, it's as if you could squeeze them toward one another. One more. Open, then side bend or just sit up tall. Other way. And return to center. Hands sweep forward and over to your right side. Left hand will slide along that other arm. And open and circle closed. Again, solid through legs. Do two more. Inhale, reach those fingertips. And sit up nice and tall or a little bend opposite way. And return. Slide those legs together. Give them a nice squeeze. And the heels will glide in toward you. So it's like you're sitting in your boat. You can stay facing where you are, just turning so it's easier for you to see. Hands could be behind the thighs. Arch and round. So one more time, sit up nice and tall. Squeeze legs together even more. And maybe you lift up into your boat. You can tap one foot down and then the other. Tap and tap. If you'd like, really extend the leg, extend the leg. You want length in the legs and strength in the quads. So a few more times. Nice. Do one more each side. And hold in your boat. Maybe release the arms. And then cross the legs the opposite way to what feels comfortable. And sit up nice and tall again. This time we'll begin with the Sufi grinds. Inhale forward and exhale back. So here, have the opposite leg on top from earlier. A few more circles. Let's do round two. Final time. Reverse directions. The breath be long and strong. Round two more. You press those legs down. Final time. Nice. Side bend over to your left and your right. Continue. Lengthen through that arm overhead. One more time to your left and your right. Circle those arms around in front of you. Fingertips might touch the earth. Press into hands, halfway lift and fold. Halfway lift and fold. The hands could also come to the thighs. Whatever helps your body. One more time, roll through spine, sit up nice and tall, arms can circle, and hands to the heart center. This time, cup the shoulders with the fingertips. Open across your heart, extend through upper spine, and round as the elbows come toward one another in front of the face. Open and close the front of the heart. More like this. Enjoy it. Let's do round three. Again, this depends on your breath pattern. How slow your breath is, or fast. Let's do one more. Open, press those palms away to the sides of the ram. And the hands can ground, or fingertips can ground as you release those legs nice and wide again. find your sits bones, press through the legs. It's as if they're squeezing together, even though they're apart. Walk the fingertips forward and sweep over to your right. Left hand will glide along the right arm again and close. Repeat. One more sweep. Sit up nice and tall or lean other way. And return to center. Hands glide out in front of you. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Then slide over toward your left hand side. Right hand, peel it back and sweep it closed. Two more. Final time, open, sit up tall or slight lean. And return to center. Those legs again can squeeze together. Bend the knees. The heels will slide in. Find your boat pose. The tops of the sits bones or fronts of the sits bones here. And reach those arms overhead. Let's row to your right and your left. Few more. One more each side. Squeeze the legs together. Last time, sit up tall, legs lengthen, and pour yourself forward. Slide your hands in. Slide that left foot in toward you. You can plant the foot here. The left hand can come to the outside of that foot and bend or lengthen and straighten the leg. Lengthen and straighten. Could also have hand behind thigh. Wherever you can reach. The leg up to the side. Let's do 3. 2, sit up nice and tall. Last one, open. If you can, take that leg across and back to center, bend the knee, lengthen the leg out. Other side, that right heel will slide in. Hand either to thigh, shin, or outside of foot. Sit up tall, lengthen, and bend. Leg can come more out to the side. See what that's like. Let's do 2. Last one. And take the leg across, perhaps. Return, bend the leg, and slide leg long. Arms can circle and fold. Again, slide the legs in. Plant those hands. Lift your bottom and come into a forward fold in the center of your mat. Little bend to straight here. And hands press into shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Begin to roll up through the spine. Stack it until your arms sweep overhead. And draw hands to the heart center. Hop or step your feet wider. Toes turn out slightly here. Bend the knees and lengthen the legs. Bend and lengthen. Let's do 3. Press evenly through the feet. 2. Last one. Bend, fold, lengthen the legs. From this position, you can even widen a little more if you'd like. Slide the hands to your right and your left as you bend that knee. to the side you're moving toward. Finding strength through the inseams of the legs. 2 more. Last time over to that left-hand side, frame that front foot, turn it to the short edge of your mat. That back knee will lower, arms can reach, and draw hands to heart center. Little rock forward and back here to get into the hip flexor. One more time, little rock. Hands can come down, tuck back toes, lift that knee off the earth, hands to the inseam of that lead leg, of that front leg. This low runner's lunge, then walk the hands out on a diagonal to off of your mat as your back foot blades. Look under the legs, runner's gait. And return to center facing the long edge of your mat. Legs are wide in a V. Again, sweep to the right and the left, the right and the left. One more time, right, left, sweep all the way right. Toes turn toward the short edge of your mat. Knee comes down, lift up through your torso. Hands to heart. Little rock. Little rock. Find your breath and some openness in the hip flexors. Last time, forward hands, frame front foot, lift the back knee off, pause, and then hands to the inside of the lead leg, more of a lizard, and walk the hands out on a diagonal off of your mat. Blade the back foot if you'd like. Look under the legs. The legs wide. We need this engagement. Everything squeezes towards center. And now both sets of toes turn toward long edge of your mat. Some sweeps again, side to side. Finally, land and center. Bend those knees. Toes will turn out slightly again. Hands to thighs. Roll up through the spine. Arms can reach into star. And hands press together as they draw to heart center and bend the knees. Lengthen, arms can reach. And rebend, hands come together. One more time, reach. And then turn to your left-hand side. Those toes will turn to short edge of the mat, the front leg. Arms reach out here, warrior 2. Lengthen the lead legs and hips back in space. Left arm down, right arm up. And rebend that lead leg. Find a side angle. Top arm can reach over the ear if you'd like. Again, that squeezing on the mat with those thighs, inner thighs toward one another. Maybe lift up bottom arm. And then return to the warrior 2. Let's drop that back arm. That lead arm reaches. Back to warrior 2. Lengthen that left leg. Left arm down, right arm up. Turn it into a side angle, lifting out of the waist, maybe arms reach. Back to the warrior 2. And exalted. Nice. From here, from exalted, that lowered arm, that arm that's down, sweeps in front of the face. Switch the arms, switch the feet. Find your warrior 2, lengthen out those arms, palms down. Adjust your feet if you need. And lengthen the lead leg. Right arm down, left arm up. And bend the lead leg. Change this into a side angle. Legs can stay the same. Arms can lift up if you'd like. From here, warrior two. Drop that back arm, reach with the right one here. Return to the warrior two. Lengthen the lead leg, triangle pose. Rebend that right leg. Find your side angle. And perhaps lift bottom arm off. Return to that warrior two. And a final exalted reach through that front arm. And sweep that back arm forward in front of the body. Feet just turn toward me and fold. Heel toe, those feet toward one another. Squeeze the legs together or parallel like railroad tracks. Bend those knees, hands to the thighs, roll up through the spine and lengthen the legs. Arms can reach overhead. Again, hands to heart center. Find your chair pose. And forward fold. Back to chair pose. And press up. Arms can circle. Arms reach high. And this time, find your chair. Maybe the arms stay extended if you'd like. And then fold. Back into chair, maybe with the arms extended. And press your way up. Nice work. Take that right leg, lift it up. Then open that knee out to the side. Find your tree pose as you hug that outer opposite thigh in. Tall, tall, tall spine here. Turn that knee forward and open it out a few times. One more time, leg turns forward and open. And that left hand can clasp the back of that thigh. Okay, so hand to thigh pose. Could stay here, maybe explore a little, lengthen and bend. One more time, lengthen, rebend, send that leg back behind you. Find a warrior three if you have the space. Body's parallel to the earth here. Hands rejoin at heart center. See if you can stand up and draw that left knee through. Rotate toward that knee. The back arm can open. Maybe you lengthen that left leg and bend. Lengthen and bend. One more time, lengthen, rebend, press that foot back into the earth, arms circle overhead, and fold. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale, and fold once more, roll up through the spine. Arms circle overhead, and return to heart. Tree on that right side now. Right foot to that calf or thigh, just never on the knee. And knee comes forward and open. It's a few times. Continue here, forward and open. One more time, forward and open. Right hand to that thigh. Lengthen and bend. Lengthen and bend. Do two more. More time. How long can you make that leg? Return to bend, then send the leg in behind the body. Reach, reach, reach through the toes. Body parallel to the earth. Hands maybe at heart center. And draw that knee in toward the chest as you stand up tall. Rotate toward that right hand side. Woo. Maybe lengthen the right leg and flex. Lengthen and flex. So you can get some engagement through the quad as you extend the leg. Let's do 2 more. Last one, reach, reach, reach. Return to center, press that foot into the earth. Arms can circle. And fold. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold once more. Sink the hips into chair, hands to heart center. And press yourself to stand. Arms can reach, baby back bend here. And return. Baby back bend. And return. Continue these, keeping the legs very active. Press the feet down. Feel the kneecaps draw toward your thighs. More time. Lift, lift, lift. And return to center, fold. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold again. Bend those knees for chair. And then hands to those thighs, round through the spine and roll up. Arm circle. And draw to heart. Tree. And now, same hand to that thigh. Or maybe you go lower on the shin, or even either wrap hand outside of foot or peace fingers around big toe, whatever you'd like here. And see if you can. Balance might be here. Okay, this is a nice option. Or you might straighten and bend. Trying to stay tall. It's also depend on the length of your arms versus your legs, all kinds of factors here. So you might want to stick with that thigh. Last one, lengthen. This is the really hard part. Leg comes forward, then bend the knee and sweep the leg back into warrior 3. Oh, don't have the room here. Go. Warrior 3. Rebend the leg, draw it through, stand up tall, rotate toward the left, lengthen that leg, return, plant the foot, arms sweep, and fold. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold once more. Bend those knees, hands to thighs, roll up, arms circle, and draw heart to heart center. That right foot to the inseam of the opposite leg. In our tree. And now, that right hand can come to the thigh, shin, outer foot, or peace fingers. Okay, whatever you'd like here. You can lengthen and bend to any degree. Length of the spine is more important. It's working on our balance. Continue with a few more of these. Do 2. Last one, lengthen. Leg comes forward, release the toe. Send the leg back behind you, warrior 3. And leg draws through, bend the knee, and rotate toward it. Lengthen that leg, rebend, plant the foot, arms reach, and fold. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. And fold once more. Widen those legs, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. And bend to straight with the legs. Bend to straight and sweep those hands over toward the left-hand side. Turn those toes toward the short edge of your mat. The other foot will kind of angle on a 45 degree, but 45 degrees or so. And extend through the spine and then fold. A forward folding triangle. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, to lift out of this a little, and rotate toward the back of the room. And return to center, hands to the inseam of the lead leg as you angle the toes toward the long edge of the mat, back toes, and find a triangle from the low position. Bend that left leg as that same arm sweeps up, and circle that right arm in front of the face. Switch the arms, switch the feet. Come into the triangle from the high position. Lengthen the new lead leg, send the hips back in space. Right arm down, left arm up. And pivot on the back toes. Set the foot back down so you're in kind of an angle here with the body. And fold. Lengthen through the spine, inhale. And rotate toward the back of the room. Return that hand to the earth. Lower the back shin to the ground. Lift up into that low crescent again. And hands return to the earth. Lift that back knee off. Step that back foot in a little bit here, shorter stance. Lengthen through that lead leg, extend through the crown, and fold again. Then lengthen, rotate again to the back of the room. We will even out on the other side. Hands to the inseam of the lead leg, heel toe that back foot further behind you if you need. Lengthen that lead leg, send the hips back in space, triangle. Bend that right leg as you sweep that same arm up. That bottom arm will sweep in front of the body. Switch the hands, switch the feet. Lengthen the arms as you also lengthen lead leg. Reach, reach, reach through the body. And left arm down, right arm up. And rebend that lead leg. Step that back foot in a little. Angle the body as you lengthen the lead leg. And fold. Press through the hands, lengthen through spine. Fold again. And lengthen and revolve toward the back of the room. Hands come down, set the back shin on the earth. Lift up into your low lunge. And hands to heart center. Hands can frame that front foot, lift the back knee off, step into a plank. Roll forward onto the toes, activate through the fronts of the legs. Knees can be up or down here as you lower all the way onto the belly. Press into those forearms for Sphinx. And lower down. Hands firm up into the earth as you press the hips back towards the heels. Widen the knees as you need. Child's pose. Maybe the hands press together. Bend the elbows so that the hands land at the nape of the neck. Another breath in. And exhale to release those hands back down. Walk them in. Hands behind the body now. Lift up through the pelvis if you'd like. Maybe you stay here for a few rounds of breath. or lower the hips and the elbows to some degree. Maybe you want to come onto forearms, whatever your variation of choice. The fronts of the legs. And sit up nice and tall here. Hands walk out in front of you. Tuck the back toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. And pedal those feet. The leg furthest from me, lengthen it into the sky. Bend the knee and draw the leg through. Lower back shin, hands to the inseam of the lead leg for lizard. Lift that back knee off. Rotate toward the back of the room. Then hand returns to the earth. Turn both sets of toes toward the long edge of your mat as you sweep your arms over to that right hand side. Pivot on back toes, frame this new front foot. Hands to the inseam, lower the back shin if you'd like for lizard. Another 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Lift that back knee. If it's not already lifted, rotate toward the back of the room. Then hands return to the earth. Toes face long edge of mat. And sweep, sweep, sweep. Find center here. Press through the hands, lengthen through the spine. Walk the feet in some around shoulder distance apart and sink the hips. Mala. One more inhale. And exhale to lower the bottom down. Squeeze those thighs together. Give yourself a nice little hug. And roll up through the spine. The right leg can extend. Take the hand of the left hand to the outside of that same foot. Maybe one more reach or lengthen. Another breath in. And exhale to take that same foot across to that right hand side. Sit up nice and tall and rotate toward that bent knee. Another breath in. And exhale to return to center. Uncross that leg, forward fold. Roll up through the spine. That right heel will glide in. If you'd like, take the foot, take the shin, thigh, whatever you can reach. The leg lengthens out to the right. Opposite arm can reach. Sit up tall. Another breath in. And exhale to cross that foot to opposite side. Nice long spine. Rotate right. more inhale. And exhale to return to center, lengthen legs, fold. And sit up tall. If you'd like to lie down for Savasana, please do. Or if you like seated meditations, you could also stay seated, maybe on that little pillow. Or some people even like to be on the shins, if it's okay for the knees. And we'll stay here. Maybe index to thumb if you'd like. Other fingers extended. Inhale. Exhale, maybe sigh. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Final opportunity. Inhale, broaden. Exhale, release, release, release. If you're on your back, you might add small movements to start to awaken the body. And seated, maybe you press through the sits bones or shins and find some length through the whole body, crown to sky. We'll all meet in seated. Once you're there, maybe lull the head side to side. Till you're ready to drop the chin to chest. Stack the neck, arms circle. And hands draw through to the forehead. May our thoughts come from our hearts. Hands to mouth and throat. May our words be kind yet empowered. And to the heart, may what we do come from this place. Thank you for practicing with me today. Sat Nam. If you enjoyed this class, please subscribe so that you can join us for Flowing February 16 tomorrow. Until then, take care.